Hey everyone, welcome to the Sanctum. So today we're going to do a pick a card, and today's pick a card is dealing with your soulmate. This one's particularly what's preventing my soulmate from coming to me, and what can I do? So the reason why I picked this particular one, just so you guys know, is sometimes there are blocks. And the blocks could be something serious. It could be somebody blocking them. They could be dealing with a lot of personal issues. They're not ready for you. It could be something as simple or as complicated as they're married. It could be any midst of things that could be happening here. And what I wanted to do would be to deal with that aspect, because sometimes when we deal with soulmates, twin flame kind of a situation, we kind of stumble a lot about looking for them. Are they looking for me? Is it the person that I am madly in love with? Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's somebody that you're connected to and you only meet in your dreams, and have yet to meet. And it's like, so why haven't I met them yet? And this is one of the things to go through. So I wanted to take this step by step, give us a chance to find out what's holding it back, why, and then go from there. So of course, we have 6 lovely options, and we're going to go through the options so you can have your little, have a chance to pick what you would like. So we have yellow quartz. It's so pretty. Yellow quartz. We have quartz crystal. Actually, technically, it is a Lemurian crystal, but I'm not going to fuss and mutz if you just say quartz crystal. Aventurine. I have a couple of them if you didn't notice. Sodalite. It's so pretty and little. And it hangs on a necklace, so nice. Moonstone. And this is blue quartz, which is nice. It's a little different. And you probably hear the snores from the puppy. Ignore the snores. So what I want you to do is, just like before, give yourself a moment, feel the cards, feel the crystals if you'd like. Because to me, the cards are bonded to the crystals. So whatever you choose, you're going to choose according to the energy you feel, whether it's through the crystals or through the cards themselves. So the decks really don't matter, in the sense of whether it's the crystal that catches your eye, whether it's 2 crystals that catch your eye. Those would have been the 2 decks that caught your eye anyway, even in the sense of things. So what I want you to do is take a deep breath, close your eyes, focus your energy in thinking about your soulmate for a second. Think about things that are holding you back, things that are maybe holding them back. Exhale, open your eyes, look and see what crystal, which deck draws you, and go to the timestamp below and we'll begin. Okay, so we're going to start with the Aventurine first. So all you others need to move on out. You have been demoted. No. So we're just moving you all out of the way. And one of the nice things about this pick a card is that we will ask for clarifying cards if need be. Now, one of the things I'm going to tell you about is some of the cards that I used today, because that's one of the things I promised to do. So today I used the Astrology Reading cards by Allison Chester Lambert. I used the Psychic Tarot and the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. The Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Cyril Marchetti, the Mermaid and Dolphins Oracle deck, and the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue in this. And I also trying to think if there was any other deck that I used today. I didn't think so. I will probably be pulling from the Simple Tarot from Angie Green for clarifiers. So we're gonna go from there. So, Green Aventurine, let's talk. Okay. So let's see what's keeping you and your soulmate back. And what you can do about it. Okay. Okay. Sunshine, you and I need to talk. So, first things first, we're going to talk about this, the Lenormand. This is little mice, which are cute and adorable as can be, but this is also talking about letting in and letting things be taken away from you. It is, the mice represent things that are stolen away, taken away little by little, and it actually resonates a lot with what's going on here, because things that are worrying you the most about it is that you have your darkest fears regarding your soulmate being kept from you, being pulled away by somebody else, another person. In fact, Seven of Wands is saying that you feel like you're under attack, and you don't understand where from or why or what that other person's doing to you. In fact, one of the interesting parts is that you feel that you're under financial trouble, and it's interesting that that comes up because of the fact that the second house comes up about your assets, your finances, the things that you value. So one of the things that comes up regarding you and your soulmate is the fact that you feel like he's being pulled away, or she's being pulled away. That they are being pulled away due to the fact that somebody around them, someone who's either dating them or somebody who sees the two of you together, is trying behind your back to take them away from you, and it's causing some conflict between the two of you. In fact, it's, in some ways, for those of you who actually know who your soulmate is, it's causing conflict between the two of you because it is a point of contention. For those of you who don't know your soulmate right now, except in a spiritual manner or on a soul plane manner, it is making you feel defeated. It's making you feel very, very sad. It's making you feel like you want to give up, but you really need to keep going. And the reason why is that patience and planning is actually key to this. It's saying that you do have the alchemy touch. You have the ability to bring things to fruition if you both work together. Why? Because you both still have romantic feelings for each other no matter what. And in the guise of the sun, your immortal spirit, your purpose and destiny is involved here. You are going to be able to make things come for you unlike anything else for the two of you. But you have to be patient. If you are not patient, and I mean this, if you are not patient and you don't work on this, and you blurt out, you you get upset and rush things, you are going to end up with heartbreak. You are going to end up with betrayal and grief, because this isn't like a snap judgment love affair, guys. This is your soulmate. You can't just idea this that, oh, I can blah blah blah, and if I will do like I read in books and stuff, and I will act all this the emotional crapola and threaten him and whatever, and he'll see what he's wrong and he'll come running to me. That's not how the real world works. That's going to throw him away further and further from you. And that's not how a real person, a real woman, or a real man who wants to keep their soulmate is going to behave. Patience, show true love is actually going to be key here. Find your strength, maintain your boundaries. So the thing is you got to sit there and say, look, I am here for you. I'm not going away. I won't let you walk all over me. But I'm always going to use my abilities to the best for both of us. I can be patient if you need me to be patient, because you've got to work through this. I can do it, but I won't sacrifice my finances for you. I need to get back on my feet. No, I won't take your money. Once we're married, that's a whole different story. Then both of our monies are going to be shared. But I need you to know that I'm not going to just walk away. Not unless it's something we decide together. So you really need to be strong on this. You need to be the one who is the empress. You need to be that creative, abundant, sensual person. You need to be that energy, that physical component that says, I am the power. I am the empress of the universe. I am the owner of this. I can be bigger, stronger, and better. I can be your strength when you're weak. Because they're going through a really hard time right now. They're facing these darkest fears just along with you. They're worried just as much as you are. They're feeling conflict and defeated. They are going, these things that you're feeling and you're seeing, they're going through too. And if you don't learn to lean upon them and talk to them and be strengthened by them, then they can't learn to be strengthened by you. So you have to be the empress, the strength. You have to be the sun. And if you can't be that person, then it's not going to be. It's heartbreak. Perhaps maybe that person you think is your soulmate isn't. Maybe you're rushing too fast into things. So you need to really look deep inside and ask yourself, with this stuff that's happening, the conflict, the feeling of defeat, the financial instability for a little while, my deepest fears being ignited. And trust me, these are going to be your deepest, darkest fears when it comes to your romantic interest. It's going to be your fear of cheating, or your fear that he's going to see you, want to date you, but is being pulled to another person because they have them under a spell of sorts. It seems like if you can't stay strong, be the sunlight, be the friend, be the balance, the patience, the true base and foundation, the empress of your universe, and show them what it is to be a soulmate, then you're not showing them how they can be your foundation. Because in order to be your foundation, you have to be theirs. This is a two-way street, people. It is a two-way street. Not joking, not giggly, puffy here. This is truly a momentous idea here. You have to know that your King of Wands needs you. He is confident, he is bold, he's charming, he's assertive, but he still has doubts. He still has doubts, just like you do. He has moments of defeatist, darkest energy. He has moments where he has fears. So he needs you, his Empress, to be there when he's having those moments. So be there. Be his one and only. Be the strong. Know that occasionally that what could be part of this defeating, this igniting of fears, this him taking a step back, could be the fact that there may be religious factors involved. And it could be something as simple as he's agnostic and you're pagan. You're the Church of England and he's the Church of Rome. He's the Orthodox Church and you're Jewish. It could be any one of those things. He could be an atheist, for God's sakes, and you could be Church of anything. It happens. Trust me. I have been through it, seen it more times than not with people. The idea here is you don't give in. You don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed. Truly, seriously, don't let yourself be overwhelmed by this. Be strengthened by the fact that it's moving in a positive way. He needs you, and he's letting you know he needs you, but he also needs you as a deep friend, because friendships is what becomes relationships, because it's not all about just the romance. It's not just the short term, ooh, we're falling in love. It's that deep, abiding friendship that makes it last for a long, long time. It's the everyday things that he can count on you that's going to make it last forever. So you need to think, what are you going to do to keep him and be there for him, that he can rely on in the hardest of times for him, that's keeping him away from you right now, but will bring him back to you no matter what. Okay, that's adventuring. Hopefully that will help bring some, if not peace, at least a little bit of more information to the mix for you. And we're going to go on to the next set. And I'm going to shuffle my deck a little bit here to get prepped. The next one we're going to do is we're going to do Moonstone. Hello, Moonstone. So for Moonstone, let's talk about what's holding back your soulmate. And what you can do and what you can do to help, and what's going to help. Okay, so I'm looking at this right now, and I'll be honest with you, what I'm seeing here is going to I'm not gonna say it's going to shock a lot of people. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe, but this is going to be one of those readings where we're going to have a nice deep talk like we had with the first one. In fact, the reason why I'm saying this is because of the fact that obviously this is a big thing. I didn't realize how big this was until it came to me to do this. Really, yeah, I mean, really, truthfully. So let's talk about what's happening, why it's happening, and what we need to do. So first things first, what's keeping you guys apart is mental conflict. You guys are both having issues where you're having, don't I love him? Do I not? Does he love me? You're wondering if it's time to move on. Is he really my soulmate? Is he not my soulmate? He's having the same issues and same foundational problems that you are. It's really, truly amazing, the issue. You don't love yourself, and you really, in order to love somebody else fully, your soulmate fully, you have to love yourself. Because it takes two complete wholes, two complete persons to make a whole. You know, a lot of people say, well, with your soulmate, it's two halves that make a whole. Yeah, no, it's totally incorrect, and it needs to be like tossed out, that whole big bullshit. And it's bullshit, okay? So let me be the first one to tell you, bullshit. If you're not a whole person and you're not complete within yourself, then you cannot be strong where they are weak, and they cannot be your strength where you're weak. Because they don't need somebody who's incomplete. They need somebody who's complete and who can complete them where they're weak. And you need somebody who's complete, who can complete you where you're weak. Because here's the reality. Soulmates are the type of people whom make you better. They make you feel to be the best of who you are. They make you smile. They make you laugh. They'll make you argue because they just can. And not for any other purpose than they can. And you know that they get you angry and upset, but then you also know that sometimes they get you angry and argue with you just because they just want to argue. And you're like, oh, really? Come on, knock it off. It happens. But here's the thing. You know, all of this stuff is all about emotions. It's the moon. It is all about your unconscious, your sensitive, your inner emotions, your responses. You're worried. Is he the right one? Is she the right one? Am I actually having the right person in my life? Are they really my soulmate? And that's what's driving this. You know, when you're having trouble loving yourself, you're wondering if you gotta move on, you're asking yourself, are they truly meant for me? Are they really the ones that I need to do? So you need to sit there and take some time, process your work, you know, work your mastery of yourself. This is a process. This is about finding whom you are. And the reason why I say that you need to do this, find yourself, work that process, whether it be self-help books, whether it be seeing a therapist, whether it just you take time for you and really find out who and what you are, is because you're in the time of having your wishes come true. The reason why your soulmate and you are kept apart right now is you need to focus on you. Because your wishes are going to happen. How do I know? It's the stars. It's the stars. You have those wishes coming. You are about to have it. You're going to have harmony when you meet. Things are going to blossom. We're looking about, you're going to have in the 9th house, you're going to have things broadening your horizons. You're going to spiritually, academically just explode on the horizon. You're going to have this knowledge come. You are going to have a journey. this journey is going to help you with your soulmate. One, because it's going to connect you two both together on a larger basis, but you're meant to be together. But you have to get over this first part, this mental aspect of not knowing, not sure. This mental, is he, isn't he? Are we? Maybe. Possibly. Could we? It's because of the fact that you've had bad relationships in the past. You've seen bad relationships growing up. And part of you, as desperately as you want it, you also fear that you are never meant to have one. And that's okay. You are okay to fear that. I mean, honestly, truthfully, I fear it all the time. And what I can tell you is that it's about your sanctuary. It's about your home. You're going to have a home. You are going to find a sanctuary with your soulmate. But you have to develop yourself. You have to love yourself. Because you can't love anybody else truthfully, honestly, whole-souled, until you can say that you love yourself in a non-negative way. We in this world nowadays have created this environment of hate among how we look at our bodies, how we look at other women, other men, this competitive spirit of cattiness. Or you would look pretty if you were skinnier, or if your face wasn't so rounded, or if your hair wasn't that color, or if you... It just, all this bullshit that's out there right now. And unfortunately, you have listened to too much of the bullshit. So you have never learned from either your family or your friends to love yourself. So it's time to go to the core and start doing it. Once you start loving yourself, and it's little stuff to start with, learning what you really like. Do I really like to eat peas? No, not really, no. Mm-mm. Fresh peas maybe, once in a while. Do I really like to have pizza? Depends. I like real pizza from local mom and pop stores, mom and pop places. But the big chains, no, not so much. No. Mm-mm. Do I really like it when I act like this? Oh, hell no. I do it because it's a defense mechanism. But what can I do to stop that? What can I do to make myself feel better about myself without making others feel bad? That's going to be the way that you start learning to love yourself. When you can start being non-negative to others, when you can start being non-negative to yourself on a regular basis, when you can start saying about yourself, I'm beautiful as I am a good person, I am worth every single freaking penny I spend on myself. When you can turn around and say, I do my job to the best of my ability and I am worth every penny I am paid, they cannot find anybody better than me to do my job, because I give a shit. I care and I do the best. You get these done, you conquer the feeling of moving on, you conquer the mental battle, you conquer the intrinsic emotions and feelings inside, the inner emotions that of the dark emotions, your dark shadow self. Because that shadow self, a lot of it is never gonna go away. Some of it. But if you can find that love for yourself and accept the fact that sometimes our dark side comes out and plays. It comes out and says, fuck the world. It comes out and says, yeah, I'm not feeling too hot about all this nonsense. You know, I live in the United States, and right now the United States has turned darker than anywhere else in this country, in this whole world, than I have ever seen. Even with all the past I've read, and I am an amateur historian. And it hurts. And trust me, I have family members who were racist in their own ways, and I used to call them out on it all the time. So imagine me calling out my grandparents. Okay, I just want you to know that. So it was never easy, but I never ever stopped doing it. So when I tell you that I live in this period of time right now where I am ashamed to be an American, my darkness is hurting. My shadow self that says we should basically just go beat the shit out of all of them is reveling right now. But it's the part of me that wants to give in and basically do to them what they've done to others. Your shadow self is more hiding, is more pulling away, is more fear-based. Mine's more anger-based. For a lot of reasons. And what you need to do is to realize you don't need to be afraid. It's okay to step up and love yourself. You are lovable. You are able to stay where you are. You are able to be loved by the person you're meant to be loved by. They wouldn't love you otherwise if you weren't who you were. If you aren't who you are, they would never love you. They just want you to be happy. They want you to love you because they love you. Duh. Why else would they be there? So, King of Pentacles. He's about stability and strength. Success. This is what he wants for you. This is why he'll be at your side. He will be your stability. The person you can rely on. But you will also be able to be the person he can rely on. So you need to make that decision. Am I willing to do what's needed to be complete and whole like the world? It's a simple question. You have the talent, you have the ability, the stars are there, you have everything that's saying your wishes will come true. You just have to do the early work. And as the work happens, you're going to manifest so many beautiful things. Don't give up. You've got this. I promise. So try, okay? And that's all we have for the moonstone. And then we're going to go to our next beautifulness. Yay, next beautifulness. Next beautifulness. Dun 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 dun. And that's going to be the Lemurian crystal, the quartz crystal. Alright. So, quartz crystal, come to me, come to me. Quartz de la modern crystal, come to me. So, let's see what you have about your soulmate. What's keeping you from them. And what you can do about it. Okay. So, my people of the crystal, we're going to talk because you, my friends, are a unique being here. And you're unique because you are having a hard time, aren't you guys? You've been through a lot of heartache and loss right now, and in fact, it's making you doubt you'll ever find your soulmate. In fact, that's one of the reasons why you're here, is the fact that you have been hurt so much. You really think that exploring your options because of the heartache and loss, that there may be other things that you can do, changing your possibilities, looking at other things, getting your mind off that whole concept. Because you want your soulmate, you want to be able to see them, but at the same time too, the heartache is just making you believe that maybe soulmates aren't for you. I mean, you thought the last person was, and it's turned out that no, they're more of a soul breaker, not a soul maker. So you're feeling not so much in control right now. You are wishing for more. You are hoping for more. So you're wondering, what can you do? You're wondering why and how. You are begging for a little bit more. So let's talk about the third house, which is all about your potential to learn something. And sometimes it's even about your local neighborhood. So this card here is really important for you right now. It's telling you to refocus. It's telling you to refocus yourself in a local and potential way. It's saying that you need to learn from your heartache. Okay? You need to look at it. You need to learn from it, learn what the lesson is, and then you need to just put it away. That's right. You just need to put it away. It's done. You can't keep bringing it back, reliving it. You can't judge everybody else by the same token. This is a tendency of yours. A really bad tendency of yours, actually. So you really need to knock it off, first off. Okay, so let me be seriously about this. Stop judging all people by that heartache of that one, because that's bullshit behavior, and I'm calling you out on it right now. Okay? One person breaks your heart does not mean that all people will break your heart, so just stop. The Star. You have hope and opportunity. You have to have faith. You need to stop the bullshit. You've had heartache and heart loss. You've had your heart broken. Hearts mend. I bet you your parents can tell you about heartache and heart loss, where they found each other. Bet you there are friends and family that could tell you about heartache and heart loss before they found somebody. So you need to explore that fact. You need to be real about the fact of control. And your control needs to be the fact that you're controlling the fact that you're trying to say, hey, all these people are going to be like this, so I want to have my soulmate, but I want it on my terms. Well, yeah, tough shit. It's not. It's never going to be on only your terms alone. Your soulmate does have terms too. So you need to, as a friend of mine put it to me recently, grow the fuck up. Why? Because right now you are being very much greedy. You want long-term security, but you're not willing to give it. Ooh, you are in for one heck of a pushy right now. The thing of it is that you want success, you want beauty and love, you want your soulmate. The problem is that a lot of this happens. A relationship breaks up because of two, not just because of one. Okay? If a person cheats, they cheat because of the way they feel or the fact that they're a total idiot. Okay? But they do it based on what their perception is of the moment. Doesn't mean it's reality, but it is their perception. A relationship takes two to last. That's right, two. You and the other person. You and the other person working together in harmony. Oh my God, that means you have to come off your high horse, off your control issue, and work together with the other person. It's called compromise. And I know that there's a couple people out here that I know personally right now who might be watching this who will probably be throwing crap at their phone right now at me. And I really don't care. So compromise is not a dirty word. Compromise is part of being an adult. It's part of being in a relationship. It doesn't mean you give up everything, and it doesn't mean they give up everything. It means you guys find the middle of the road that works for you both. What a concept. Find something that works for the both of you. Yay! We can do it. How do we know? It is the moon. Moon phases. Moon phases go from complete to all the way to where they're gone, where it's gone, and then all the way back again. Moon phases are all about emotions. Emotions go through cycles of highs and lows. So right now you are at a low. You are at a massive low. You eventually will get back to the high again. It happens. But you can't, during this low, take yourself to such a crappy place. I'm sorry, you can't. The reason why, if you don't express your love to your soulmate when you find them, then you're going to lose out. If you don't tell them that you love them and you don't stand your ground with that love, you're going to lose them. Do you understand this? You deserve the sun. You deserve this. See this? The sun, yeah. The sun, being birth anew, the pleasure, success, achievement, everything possible that you could possibly have, you deserve. Now, your soulmate is a methodical person. He is a knight. He is a patient, hardworking person. But you will test his freaking limits to no end. I'm telling you this for two reasons. This is your card, Temperance. You need to learn it. This is your call to action. Self-control and moderation and patience. 3 words that you need to learn. It's also known as peacemaker. You're not in balance. You're not in harmony. Ask yourself why not. What has happened that has taken you off of being able to stand in harmony within yourself? Because here's the thing. Would you date yourself in the way that you're acting right now? In the way that you're feeling right now? If someone saw you and liked the way you looked, if you were your own best friend, would you recommend that you date you? based on your actions and your emotional standard right now? Be honest. Be truthful. Or would you be a bad candidate for a relationship? Thing is you have everything going for you. Things will get better. Your soulmate is waiting for your love. You have the stars in alignment. You have them coming for you. He's patient. He's willing to wait for you. You're being held back not because of them, but because of you. This is a you issue. It's not a them. You want your soulmate? Do the work. This is an eternal issue. This is I've been heartbroken so many times. I don't trust anything or anyone, and I don't want to give in to anybody because I'll be treated like crap. Well, here's the thing, sunshine. And this is talking from somebody who has been raped, from somebody who has been in multiple relationships, and who's been in a very bad relationship that ended very badly, is the fact that they can never take it any further than you allow. When you stand up for yourself, it stops. If you're afraid to lose somebody and you allow them to do stuff because you don't want to lose them, then you should never have had them in the first place. Think about it. If you act in a certain way to keep them and you feel like shit because you're acting in that manner, that's a fake attitude, a fake behavior you perpetuated to keep them. You were being fake because you didn't want to lose that person. You did that. So when they got worse and suddenly you decided you didn't like that and you got strong and they acted out, then what? Not blaming you for the fact that they were an idiot and they were assholes. Assholes will be assholes unless they cure themselves. The problem is you came into it acting in a certain way because you don't think you're going to be loved unless you act a certain way. You are not true to yourself. You have heartbroken, you got control issues, so you decided to control how you behave in order to get somebody. Your soulmate don't need that nonsense. Your soulmate wants you to be yourself. Your soulmate wants you to be yourself. Make sense? Find yourself. You've got this. Everything is in alignment. Everything is beautiful. But find yourself. More importantly, he's waiting. He's willing to give you the sun and the moon and the stars. He's wanting to give you love, the moon, stars. So ask yourself what you want and what you're willing to give, because that's going to be the kicker now. What are you willing to give to be with him? What are you willing to do to become ready for them? Because in this case, your particular case, you're not clear as this crystal. you're more murky, like my tourmaline. You're in a protective mode. You're not in an open receiving mode for love. So if you really want your soulmate, you need to find that mode. You need to let go of that heartbreak. You need to find your true self. Find where your sense of love is. Find where your ground, your balance truly is. And for some of you, it's a matter of going back and looking at your grandparents or maybe your great-grandparents who had what everybody called the romance of a lifetime. And I think you're going to get some answers that way that might clear up some misconceptions that you may have had. I think that would really do a lot for you, because I think that in a lot of cases, many of you are being overly brittle, utterly over-controlled, not because you are trying to prevent pain, which happens. Been there. I've done that, dudes. I'm telling you, this was me like 10 years ago. Maybe 11 years ago. But I think if you learn from people who you know who have soulmate relationships, and you talk to them and just ask them, that you will learn that it's not always about this deep, hard control. Sometimes it's about knowing the fact that no matter what, control is only about yourself. It's not the other person. And when it comes to your soulmate, they're all about not controlling you. They're about supporting you. And that's the difference. It's not about their control. They could care less about controlling you. Although once in a while they'll be like, "Oh my God, please don't open your mouth. don't start nothing here." But that's just because of the fact that they're worried about that they're going to have to like fight the whole entire store or something. Been there, done that. That was kind of fun. It's more they're willing to support you through anything you choose to do. Okay? You have so many options here. The stuff that's hurting you is because of the fact that you're afraid. Fear is the little death. Fear is the little death that brings about great destruction. I will face my fear. I will allow it to go under me and through me. And when it has passed by, I will look at it and it'll be no more. So you can do it. You just need to really take a deep, hard look at yourself. You're on the path to doing that. You just need to tweak stuff, because you have such a beautiful top part coming down for you with your soulmate. I mean, beautiful stuff. I mean, we're talking like a mighty romance. We're talking mighty romance. So yeah, open it up, give it a whirl, give it a chance. Okay, Quartz, that's yours. That's all about you. So we're going to go on to the beloveds. Blue quartz, I think we're gonna do. Okay, so let's take a look here. Shuffle my deck again. The reason why I'm doing this is to make sure that everything gets blended. Make sure everything stays blended and fresh between each reading. So we're going to do blue quartz. So blue quartz, let's see what's holding you back from your let's see what's holding you back from your soulmate and what we can do to help. Okay. All right. So first off, blue quartz. Whoop whoop. Your reading is going to be a little bit easier than most of the other ones we've gone through right now. So you right now are on the healing path. You have been through the bullcrap of either a broken heart or a bad relationship that has gone away. You've done your time looking inward and outward, condemning yourself and feeling sorry for yourself, and then realized, bah humbug, it's time to move on because I'm over this nonsense. It's time to get on with life. So your healing heart is up to par now. You are letting yourself being healed, and you are healing others as well. So right now, because you're in the middle of this healing part, this is actually what's keeping you apart from your soulmate. Although you've touched with them and you wonder, could that be the one? You're not quite ready to say yes or no, because part of you with the healing right now, you're kind of gun shy, but you're not really, you're open. You're open to it. The universe says stay open to the idea of your soulmate. But you know, one of the things that's important to you is the fourth house, which is all about your home and the roots of your being. And the fact that with Jupiter, your self-confidence is building, your courage, your self-belief. And because it's starting to build little by little, you are starting to get to the point where you are getting to letting go of and finding your inner peace and harmony. You are learning that he is definitely the Knight of Swords. He is a fearless crusader. He is quick action. He has said with no certain terms that he could easily fall for you, and you're like, whoa, 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 sunshine, not so fast. I'm not quite there yet. Now you are recovering, you are getting ready, you are moving on. It is the Six of Swords coming into play, and like the King of Cups, he is a loving person. He just needs to slow down, sunshine, slow down. You both have been getting some spiritually prosperity, having interacted. Materially wise, you both have great jobs, so neither one of you feel like you have to be dependent on the other. In fact, you've noticed that there have been some simple pleasures between the two of you, some really good memories, some good moments, and some really simple gifts that mean a lot. And that's the part that's so wonderful, because it's all about luck and time now. It's all about being in the moment for you both, and that has been so wonderful because it's all about building trust. Sorry about that. So I'm seeing for you have the least amount of resistance to overcome right now, because it's just that you're healing right now over a broken relationship. You're almost over it. Your big thing is just trying to get back into the swing of things, and slowing Mr. Mr. Hey, give me a chance. Um, to go from his status as a good friend to could he be the one? And the thing of it is you guys thought about it before, but then you're like, no, because he went off with somebody else and you guys were fun and happy. But you're the Queen of Cups. You've always been there emotionally for a lot of people, and he's always appreciated your counsel. And then he looked at you one day and decided, oh crap, she's not just that person, she's that person. And that's kind of what intrigues him now, because he's realizing you're not just her to just blow off. You're not just a friend. You're not just the person he can just talk to about anything. You are also the person that he can truly touch base with, feel secure with, and talk about anything to. And it's a whole different ballgame now for him. And that's kind of what's causing him this moment. The thing that holds you both back is you're worried and afraid of that it could be, since you guys have been closer lately, talking more, that this could be a kind of a obsession kind of moment for you both. And it's not. It truly isn't. The reason why, oh my god, come back, card that just dropped, come back, because you are the card I need. It is actually a romance. It is a partnership connection. So you guys are truly in a great moment together. It is building. The biggest thing is that because you both have come out of a broken relationship, you guys really need to take your time, enjoy the friendship, let it build, let it grow, because you guys are actually building a legacy together. You truly are going to be that couple. The love sign, whoop whoop whoop. So you guys can do this, I promise. So Blue Quartz, you've got this truly made. I mean, out of everybody so far we've done, you have the least amount of resistance to deal with. It's just a matter of healing your heart, his heart having to heal, because he just recently broke up with somebody, but his was more of, it wasn't as deeply involved as yours. And the reason why his wasn't as deeply involved is because he realized he was actually falling for you, and that he thought you were the one, which is why he broke up. For you, it's realizing that he could be the one, and you guys, and you're like, hey, whoa, whoa, slow down there, fast boy. Give me a chance. Let's go slow and steady to win the race here. So that's where this is coming from. So really, truthfully, this is an important thing for you guys to deal with. I think you guys have that working out well. So Blue Quartz, congratulations. Like I said, it's an in-depth thing, but you just keep going. You're going to benefit both in the spiritual side, the material side, but also in your family house. So awesome. Congrats. So let's take a look at the book. La 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 la. And what is going to come up next? Okay. So the next card we're going to do is going to be the sodalite, the small one. So there we go. Sodalite, my dear friend. Some soda pop until the end. Alright, so let's talk about what's in the way between you and your soulmate and how to deal with it. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun today. Yep. Oh my Lord, have mercy, people. Why so like, why you gotta be like this? Okay, so let me explain why. Whenever I do a pick a card, I always usually pick at least one deck, if not two, that resonate to me personally, that kind of hit upon that usually I pick for me currently and me in the past, and this was actually one of the picks. So I'm laughing because it's right on target. So yay. So first off, there is somebody else that's involved in this, man or woman, depending on the relationship. So if your soulmate's a guy, it could be another woman. If you're involved with another, if it happens to be it could be another woman. If you are in a LGBT relationship, so if you're a guy, it could be another guy, that kind of thing. So they're there, and they could be married to them, they could be dating this person, it could be any of those types of things, and they're interfering in regards to the soulmate part, and it's actually causing a lot of friction. You're feeling stuck, you are feeling really indecisive about how to handle this, and it is actually hurting you, and you're wondering, are they really my soulmate? And the answer to this is yeah, they are. They're really your soulmate. They're really your soulmate, whether you like it or not. You really don't have much of an option here. They are your soulmate. Regarding this, what they are telling you is that to choose wisely on the direction you decide to take, to actually think, rest and rejuvenate before you make a decision whatsoever. The reason behind this is that sometimes we make unwise decisions before we think them through. So in the spirit of Mercury, how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel will play a big part of this, because this is going to play a part on how this person ends up either being pushed out, left, or ends up being out of the picture, and you end up with your soulmate, or if you actually push them into the soulmate's arms and such. But here's the kicker. It's all about justice for you. I'm showing where you are going to be the one who is going to be shown to be truth in this. This is going to end up being shown what's right. Your moment to shine will be here. You are going to be the like the star. It is going to be a brightness. You are going to be showing good fortune on this request. And in the 11th house, where this is the equivalent of where wishes are granted. It's about luck and friends and social occasions. It's about the heart and soul. It is all about it. The biggest thing is that right now you feel powerless. You feel trapped because of the fact, but remember, it is your own self-made prison. The reason why it is self-made is that anytime you can stand up, take off the blindfold and walk out. The reason why you're feeling powerless right now is because you cannot do anything to make that choice for them. They have to make the choice. But everything that's being shown is telling you that the choice is going to go your way. You have to be patient. You have to be realistic. Because there's going to be major upheaval for them as well as for you when this happens. But it is the lovers. You are going to be together with them. So you need to seriously keep everything in a together moment. You have to realize that, just like in The Magician says, that it is about being empowered and confident in what is to come for you both. It is all about knowing that with extreme change that can feel like it's breaking you, that good things can happen. So we know again that it's going to be lucky. It's going to be something that brings you two together out of luck and joy. So please realize that it is going to be a tough time. It is not going to be simple and easy. It's not going to be like, oh, he's with her, then it's going to be this big blow up, and then he's going to come running into my arms. Oh, heck no. If only it were that simple. If only it were that simple. Oh my God, that would be so easy. It's going to be a lot harder than that. It is going to be along the lines of knockout, drag out, a little bit harder to deal with. But in the end, you will be with your soulmate. You will be happy together. You will feel empowered together. More importantly, there is a justice with the two of you together. It is going to be more balanced. It is going to be give and take. There will be a completeness that you both have never felt before. A teamwork and collaboration like you've never have felt with anyone else, and that's without even trying. So yeah, you both have some work to do. I'm not gonna lie. You have to make a decision on how you want to wait, and if you want to wait for them. Do you think it's worth waiting for? And if you do, what kind of patience are you willing to put into it? So there you go, Sodalite. That's what's going to happen with you and your soulmate. So that leaves us with dun, 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 the joy that is my yellow quartz. So let's go get them, and we are going to do the last reading, and from there we will see what is in store for all of us. And I hope you guys are enjoying this so far, because I have to admit this reading has been quite unusual. A lot of things that I hear and see, and things that that were really vibing hard today. So hopefully it'll be helpful to most of you. So let's go yellow quartz. So what is keeping your soulmate back? And what can be done? Alright. Okay. So I love the fact that these cards have a harmony unlike none other. So we're going to talk about this. So what's keeping you apart? This is going to be the tough. They had moved on from a different relationship, so they're feeling kind of alone right now. They are going through a healing aspect. You're feeling kind of helpless and hopeless right now because you've both been going through a lot of stuff, and even though you kind of sense and feel each other, you're kind of feeling a little bit more like you're neither one of you are feeling like you can help the other one out right now, and it's really kind of hurting you for the both of you. And I can't blame you, either one of you, for feeling this way. They feel like they're moving on, but they're not, because they're having a hard time feeling like they have somebody who will love them for being them. So they're having a really big hard time with a soulmate issue right now. So that's really the hard part, and they don't understand that there's divine magic involved between the two of you, that it is love. It's all about the heart, it's all about the soul between the two of you, that it is all about the fifth house for the two of you. It's all about where fun, romance, and the ability to create things between you both. That one of the things that has kept you guys apart has been wishful thinking, not reality based, and that's one of the reasons why both of you have been on this parallel but not intersecting path. So both of you have been going through the hermit mode, this introspection, this solitude, trying to figure out what to do, trying to get some wisdom in how to make a relationship work for the both of you. You guys both have some Mars in you both, the physical energy, the drive, the strength, a very light spirit in a way. And it's really good because you guys are balanced. You balance each other out very well. It's a sense that it's important for you guys to realize just how beautiful and close you are, especially since that you will experience victory. Recently you have overcome a lot from bullies, from people who've not been there for you, that have made you feel like crap. There comes a thing where it's going to be time to take action shortly. We're talking within a short amount of time. You'll feel the actual time. You're knowing that this time is actually coming shortly, probably within like a 2 to 3 month period. You're also going to get a chance at a new job of stuff, which is actually going to bring the two of you closer. We do know that this is meant for the two of you, that your relationship is meant, because we're talking honeymoon, baby. We're talking that this is not just your long-term relationship that you guys may live together forever. We're talking it's going to be a proposal and marriage, and all your friends and both of your families are going to be like, yay, they're finally married, and now we can write them both off. And I have to laugh at that because I can see a father figure doing a cheer with another father figure, and I don't know if it's necessarily that both of your fathers, but it's like there's like this whole big thing about finally they're gone. So it's kind of an interesting moment there I was seeing. He is a very methodical. He works hard. He wants to be able to give to you. Between the two of you, you will have a lot more financial stability and security. which is nice to see. You, we are seeing that with the two of you together, you will find your strength. You'll also have your boundaries, because that's what boundaries are for. But it's also romance and love. You guys have what's needed. You will also look within for rest and recovery, both together and separately, which is the best thing. Because remember, guys, the worst is over. It's been over. You've hit rock bottom. You can only go up. You've moved on from whatever's happened before. It's time now to start the transition process of healing and close out what needs to be closed and move forward. So you guys are actually in, like the sodalite, are in the best process point in your area. He's in a process where he's been hurt. He's starting to move on from that point. He does feel a little bit helpless. He does feel a little bit hurt. He's trying to find his balance in there. You are as well, but you guys are working so hard on this because you guys, there's love. There is a deep abiding love for you both. There are things that for you both to work on, but overall your match is a balance. Strengths and weaknesses are helping each other out. They are truly a wonder to behold. You have a blessed encumbrance for you both. The burdens that you guys have to share are burdens that are willingly to be shared. That makes things so much lighter and easier for you both to handle. And at the same time, we're looking at a transformation for you both, a way to move forward, a benefit that's going to take you guys to the next level. So I'm really seeing that this is truly, honestly, going to go forward in a beautiful and fabulous way. So congratulations. Way to go, Yellow Quartz. So I hope all of you enjoy the readings. And again, like always, take what resonates, dump what doesn't. And remember that when it comes to any and all readings, that these are all general. If you want a personal reading, let me know. Contact me below. But the heart is what the heart wants, and so does the soul. A lot of times they're in sync, sometimes they're not, because sometimes your heart will want something that the soul knows better about. So remember, soulmate will always be there in some way, shape, or fashion. You can always walk away. It's not always for the best, but you can. Until next time, Bendithean. See ya.